You have arrived at your destination. Digital Street is to your right.
Welcome back to Digital Street, aka Girls Word Podcast. So if it's your first time here, we literally own a street in the metaverse called Digital Street, and we're actually here right now. We're in the metaverse, if you can't tell. But yeah, this week
we're gonna dive a little bit into the AR, VR world.
Spatial computing, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna talk about the upcoming virtual reality advancements that has been happening recently. The main one being Apple Vision Pro. We might be a little late to the party. It's a week old. So yeah, we're gonna dive a little bit into that, see how it works, see what we're thinking of it. Obviously, no one can use it yet, unless you're like a big YouTuber, which will be us soon, but not yet. So we're just gonna see our first thoughts about it, what you think about it so far, and what the future looks like for it. And then we're gonna dive in. We're gonna stay in the same kind of realm. We're gonna talk about.
Humane.
Yeah, sorry, Humane. What was it? Just Humane?
Yeah, like Humane. Yeah, it's like their domain is like hue.may.
Okay, it's one of those ones. Yeah.
But yeah, that's like a AI hardware tool.
Yeah.
Not hardware.
It's just like artificial. It's hard to say because it doesn't have a specific topic on it. Like
there's never been anything like it right now.
Something new.
That's what we're mainly talking about this week, is like stuff that you can't even explain it. Like there's nothing that's been around that's similar to this, and like both of these things are considered to be like really revolutionary technologies that could possibly introduce us to a new era of computing.
I would say one way to describe it would be another way of representing virtual reality. Before we always had things like headsets to kind of represent virtual reality, but now we're looking at something that's still a hardware component, but it's a different way of representing that reality.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah,
let's
a bunch
get
of cool
into
stuff. Yeah. So I went through, like, Sadra and I, we come across all of this technology throughout the week, and like we already know quite a bit about it just from like reels and shit, and like just from like normal scrolling on socials. But yeah, we did some further research, and like it's actually really cool. Like you can play FIFA on it. You could
it connects to, I don't know if it's just PlayStation, but it connects to your remote controllers.
Yeah, and like it's essentially like a new age computer that you could immerse yourself into. So this isn't really something that you're gonna take out. Like I hope that you don't take it out.
I hope you guys watching this don't take this out on the street and use it.
Like you're gonna look like the most goofy person out there, because like if your battery's running low, you literally got to connect yourself to like your headset to a wire, which like you could probably put through your shirt, but like
even then, like the headset is still noticeable. It's not like it completely disappeared.
Yeah, that's true.
I would say it's definitely more lightweight than what we've seen in like Oculus Quest, Oculus VR headsets, and Meta VR headsets. But like it's an upgrade from that, but it's still very noticeable that it's there.
Yeah.
And like I was watching this video on it, and one of these big reviewers, these like technology reviewers, Marquise Brownlee, he said that the most amazing part of this headset was probably the hand coordination tracking. Because with these headsets you don't have controllers, right? And what it does, since you don't have controllers, there's no way of kind of receiving that motion sensor to the headset to see what you're doing. So it focuses mostly on your eyes and see where your eyes are moving. There's like 3 cameras in there that kind of senses where your eyes are moving, and it syncs that with your hand. So even if your hand isn't in the frame, you can kind of like grab things down here and move things, and it's going to actually move on the screen. So I think that's something that we haven't seen before with VR headsets. I guess we'll have to see how far the developers can perfect that.
Yeah, like when I saw that, like you could literally tap your fingers just to like click stuff, and like do like a bunch of movements on the do a bunch of stuff on the like Vision Pro, just from your fingers and like eyes. It was like so fascinating to me. Like that probably sounds like pretty lame, but
No, like I would like the fact that it's down here and you can move stuff. I still don't understand how that really works. Maybe they have sensors on the outside, but the fact that you can move stuff here and you don't even need controllers, and they're not planning on making any external equipment. I think that's, yeah, like you said, that's fascinating. You don't need controllers for anything. It's becoming less and less like a hassle for you. Like before, you had to have controllers. You need to put on the strings. You need to put on a headset with a wire. But now it's literally just the headset. It's a lot lighter, and you can just use your hands and your eye sensors to kind of move things around.
yeah. Like I used to like have this idea like when I was like interested in brain computer interfaces where like you put something similar, whereas there's this company called Neurosity. They make this device called a crown, and you basically put like a headset on your forehead, and it reads your brainwaves, and you could like program those brainwaves to actually do actions on your computer. So like imagine like the brainwaves that so it would just be executing the program or like actions based on your brainwaves. So if you just
Oh,
think about think about tapping your finger, like not even like actually tap your
I see.
finger,
Yeah.
but just think about it, then like it does an action on the computer itself. So like this is something very similar to that.
I think this, what you mentioned, Apple Vision, that could be their next step.
Yeah.
But that's a dangerous next step. Cause,
Collaborate with
oh
Neuralink.
yeah, no, because like yeah, like you said, everything is connected to your brain from here. So if I move my finger, that signal is gonna go to my brain first. Um, but I think you're gonna need to be like 100% in control of your mind. Like I don't know how to explain this, but giving someone else control over your brain like that, it just still doesn't feel right to me.
Yeah, like it's a weird thing to think about.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking about it earlier today too. Like before I was like prepping for this pod, like when the eventually brain computer interfaces come out to the public, like would I want it or not? And like would it like I saw some like memes too of like people being controlled by like Elon because like
Yeah, like you
like
just like you
yeah
just Tesla and
yeah
you just overclocks you and kills you.
yeah
That's wild. Yeah, like what I was trying to say is, what if you like you mention something but you don't actually want to do it? Does that, like you think of something
yeah
but like
oh
like
by
you think it
accident
by accident. Yeah.
yeah yeah that it would be like a weird scenario like
Yeah.
yeah oh so you mean like you need to like be really cognizant of what you
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah. That's exactly what I mean. Like, I don't know how much power you're gonna have, but you're like you think about like, should I delete my account? And then that goes in your brain, and
yeah
then it deletes your account and something. Like,
yeah
how much power are we gonna have over those applications with the brain, and how is that gonna work? Like,
like
I'm very interested to see the regulations that are gonna come with that.
yeah like I'm sure it's probably really hard to make a computer that
Oh
integrates
yeah,
within your brain, but like
yeah.
would there possibly be an option to
Maybe
turn it
we're just
off?
too early.
Yeah, like would there be an option to turn it off? Like shut it down in case you don't want to think freely. Like thinking freely is gonna be
Yeah, like
like a like a like a luxury.
exactly. Like, how do you know it actually shut off?
Like would it even be able to shut off though?
I don't. Yeah,
How do you
that's.
possibly build something that like a chip that goes into your brain that has the ability to even shut off?
I probably just, if I'm buying this, I'm probably just gonna get it from the actual Tesla company, not from eBay or anything. Like VR headsets. Like imagine it's a VR headset, it's a duplicate like you get from Alibaba or AliExpress, and
Yeah.
it's just like a Chinese company that made it. And now they have control of your brain,
Who's gonna install it into your brain
bro. No,
if you
like
get it off eBay?
maybe it's like a self-install tool, like the DIY kit. Like you can do it
Self-install.
yourself.
Yeah, just
Like you put it
put
through
in
your
your
ear,
brain,
and then yeah, you just have full control. It's game over.
or you just swallow it.
But
No, but yeah,
yeah,
like
that
you're
goes
gonna
down your intestine. Rip your body.
But
Yeah.
take in that like people probably like 5-10 years down the line, unless Spotify or like YouTube takes us down, they're gonna be able to like see like what like us noobs in the early days
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
thought of this technology.
I kind of feel like I'm sounding like an old head right now, because back then, if we like 2000, 2010, if we mentioned this to the generation then that we would have screens like this right on our faces and headsets, they'd probably think we're crazy, right? Like this is too dangerous. And now we're at this stage where things like the neuron chips can be activated. We're at that stage where that can actually happen and has happened. And now we're saying that it's too dangerous.
Yeah.
So maybe we're just being old heads right now. This is not for us.
Old heads as 20-year-olds.
Exactly.
That's what this age has come to. I mean, this world has come to. Like 13-year-old like millionaires making us feel so old.
Overthinking. That's what overthinking does.
Yeah.
Too.
Don't overthink.
And yeah, like I think Humane. Oh yeah, do you want to introduce? Well, I think you have more knowledge about Humane. If you want to talk a little bit more about it.
Yeah. So Humane is run by Pakistani Imran Chowdhury, and like with his wife. I don't know her name. Brittany or
It'd
something.
be pretty weird if you knew her full name.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like, yeah, he basically used to work at Apple with his wife. Like they obviously weren't married before, but they just got close.
God, damn, that's a lot of money.
Through working together. A lot of money? Oh,
yeah,
like
if you both work at Apple, you probably make bank.
True. And they were both early too. So like like he was within like the core team that like ideated on the iPod, and like that was like 8 people.
Damn.
So he was in that core team, and he built like a bunch more stuff after that with Apple too, and so did his wife. She built a lot of like revolutionary technology with Apple.
Is she from Pakistan too?
No, she's white. I don't know where she's from, but yeah. So they left Apple to start Humane, and Humane is basically an AI hardware technology. So they're trying to bring AI into hardware to enable us to like possibly like access ChatGPT like stuff through phones or like a device. So what they're selling right now is like a really small device. It's probably like this small.
Probably the size of a mic, no? Would it be bigger than the mic?
Oh,
if you compare it to the mic.
It would probably be like double the length of the mic.
Okay. And
then like it would be like this wide.
That's still pretty small.
Yeah. Like even right now, like I'm just thinking, like I saw a video of what someone thinks it'll look like, right? Because in his TED Talk, Imran Chowdhury, he showed it, but like as you saw, like it was so cut off, right? Like from the pocket.
Yeah.
Like a lot of it was cut off, so you can't really see it.
Okay, I see. So that wasn't the full thing. It's actually bigger. Than just a rectangle like this. Okay.
Yeah. Like it's probably just like fits in like that chest type of pocket, right? And like people just like tried making renderings of what it might look like, but yeah, it's basically just like a small hardware device, which kind of like from what I understand of it right now, it's like a Siri. Like he probably was like in the early team of like Siri or something too, so he probably has bunch of experience with that. So like he built something which I consider as like a AI Siri. So it's all, so basically I don't know how it's gonna work. Like, is everyone gonna need to have a pocket over here or something?
I think maybe they're probably gonna have like something that sticks here.
True, maybe.
Or maybe you can have one of these where you just clip it on.
Possibly.
Depending on how heavy it is.
Yeah.
But I think that's the least of their worries right now.
Yeah. So they sold they sold their first phase or whatever, and that's fully sold out. But essentially like a few features of it is, so you could like, it's recording, it has a camera on it, right? And it's recording all the time, and you could just click a button on the device and ask it like contextual questions. For example, like if I'm like with Sadra right now, and like I'm like walking away, and like I just ask the device like, what drink should I get Sadra, because he's at my house, I got to be hospitable, right? So like, what drink would Sadra want? So it would probably go through my text, like go through all of the information that it has, and then like build like some type of response based on its understanding of my relationship with Sadra, and then it would like voice out, it would reply through the speaker of what it thinks I should get in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's also a feature where you could speak into it, and it basically translates what you're saying into any language. I think any language. I don't know if they're limited to certain languages, but basically you speak into it and it translates whatever you're saying with your own voice. So you speak into that device and it like speaks, it translates whatever you're saying, and it says that again, it says that through the speaker so that whoever's in front of you could hear what you're saying within your own voice.
So, bro, all of this is like, did you mention like the palm thing?
Oh yeah, I didn't even
Yeah,
mention
like
that.
that's, I mean, that's a pretty big part, but you covered most of it. But the one thing that me and Marzooq were talking about is one option that it has is that I think the information like you ask, it can also be represented on your palm. Is that
Yeah.
it? So it's a voice thing and like a visual thing, like AR, like the VR headsets have. But instead of putting in a headset, you can just put your palm, and it basically, what is the thing called? The
Like a
light, like,
projector.
yeah, like a projector. It projects the answer onto your palm, right? But if you don't have your palm there, there's a wall near you, then it projects it to whatever is closest to you, like the surface. So
And
me
you
and
could
Marzooq were
click it.
thinking, yeah, and like how secure and private is that going to be in terms of, because everyone can see what's being projected. So even if you have your palm, people can see around you. So how protected can that be in terms of like the information that's being protected? Like how is he going to fix that issue of privacy? Because I think that's going to be one of the main concerns when
Yeah.
you're using like a hardware device that projects things that everyone else can see as well.
But the thing is that like our hardware devices right now, like iPhone and everything, like our the data we see, like whatever we see on our phone, it's not encrypted. Like anyone from the side could also look at it, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, I guess that's a good point. Yeah,
I don't really see why like whatever you're looking at really needs to be encrypted. Like if it was encrypted, that would be so sick. But like
that
it,
would be hard.
yeah, it would be hard. Like it might happen because like the Web3 revolution and everything, it'll probably advance a lot more by that time because everyone wants more control over like their lives, right? But I don't think it's necessary.
I see. I guess the only really big fear that people have, like even in the video, like I saw something being projected onto a car or like a wall. Like I guess that would be the only scenario where,
Mm,
and even then, I guess it depends on the information that you let it project out. Like you
true.
had a conversation with someone, then yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like we're gonna get to see how this stuff actually works in the real world, like pretty like hopefully soon. I don't know when this humane device is getting sent out, and we'll be the first ones, of course, to be speaking about like other people's experiences because we're not that rich to get the actual
unfortunately,
devices yet. Hopefully soon, in a few years or in a couple of years. Hopefully by the end of the year, maybe. Got to be
that would be
ambitious.
nice.
But what's it called? The Vision Pro is releasing next year for $3,500 a piece.
Whew. God
And
damn.
so, like, the reasoning behind that, what Palmer Luckey said, who's the founder of Oculus, I think that's what it's called, right?
Yeah, Oculus. I think it's owned by Meta, but it's called Oculus.
Yeah. Like, it was always called Oculus before he sold it
Yeah,
to
it was. Yeah, it
Meta.
was still called Oculus. Yeah.
Yeah. So, he, the founder of Oculus, he was talking about the reasoning behind the hefty price tag, and so he was like, I told you this before too, but he was basically saying that the reasoning is that they're targeting uh, a luxury clientele to start off, similar to how I think Uber did this as well, and Tesla did this as well for their Roadster or something, right? But yeah, so they're going to sell to like that type of client base first, and then people will see how like cool of an experience this is for all these rich people. So then when Apple like builds all the interest and stuff, then they'll reduce the price tag. They'll make something that is more consumer friendly, and um yeah, they'll sell something like probably like multiple products that like can normal everyday consumers could actually buy. I think one other reason that they might have a higher price tag, like just for this, is obviously to make maybe some profit, and also to get the get feedback from actually influential people and people with who have like a lot of experience in tech and just like rich people in general, so that they could use all that feedback to improve the product and then make it the best as possible
Yeah.
before they release it to like everyday consumers.
I guess rich people are generally more happier, so they will probably
More
receive better feedback. Well, actually,
more happy, but like they
yeah,
have the ability to they have the freedom to think, right? Because like
yeah, I guess
if they
so.
don't have to worry that much about money, they could think all day if they want to, and they have like so much more experience to back up all of their feedback off of, right?
But I mean, what if they're rich but they don't have experience in tech?
Yeah, if I mean like it's still a good feedback, right?
Yeah,
As long
yeah,
as it's not someone who's like given money through his family and like didn't build actual life experience that he could base the feedback off of. Like like I'm saying, like these people who have like lots of experience, they could just back up their feedback with like all of their like massive life experiences,
but
which
like 3,500 is not like whoa, that's crazy. Like I
yeah,
think someone that makes like 80, 50K, maybe if they make like 35K a year, and if they really like Apple, they could get into it for sure.
yeah, that's true.
But I think they like, well, like what you said. I'm sure they release it to certain people, like Mark, whoever that guy was on YouTube that I was watching. I'm sure they release it to some content creators, like a community, to test it out for them to kind of get that to kind of get that feedback. But
Yeah,
yeah, I do hope the price gets reduced.
yeah. I mean, it has to.
Like right now, if you look at the price of Oculus, any Oculus headset, Oculus Quest, Oculus Quest 2, what they can do and what they've created in terms of community and interoperability is good because everyone's using that. And for that price tag, Apple's headset doesn't come anywhere close to that.
What's their price tag? I'm just gonna quickly check if
It's
it's
like,
recording.
yeah, sure. It's like, I think 600 to 700 for the Quest 2. Don't quote me on it. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
But it's not more than 1,000.
that's not bad.
Yeah, that's not horrible. And the
I've
fact that everyone's using that
yeah,
matters too.
true. I've never even checked the price of like VR and stuff
Yeah.
because like I was always too broke to ever buy it. So I like even like cars and stuff, I never even checked the price. But that's actually really surprising.
Yeah, like, and the main people that are using this are like tech enthusiasts like ourselves,
Yeah.
and they're also very in tune with gaming.
Mm,
So, and Oculus Rift is probably way more game and immersive than Apple is right now. So I would say right now, Oculus definitely crushes Apple in terms of virtual reality.
true. Yeah,
But
I
like
mean,
with what they're gonna have going on with the price reduced, they could make a good competitor.
yeah. Well, Oculus has like what, like decades,
Oh yeah,
like 10 years of
yeah, they're a
experience now.
big boss in this space.
Yeah. So like we can't be too quick to judge
That's true.
Apple, but like I'm sure there has Apple ever had any like failed products?
Mm, I don't really know because yes. Oh, and that was from Google. They didn't have like what's the Apple thing? The home.
Apple Home,
Yeah, is that what it's called?
like the box Apple TV.
Apple TV is good. Like my parents, I feel like a lot of immigrants use Apple TV, like immigrant
Really?
parents. But no, like the Apple Home box, like Alexa, but it's from Apple.
Oh, they had that?
They have that. That's how it felt. We don't even know about it. And they released like these big ass AirPods here. It's like
The
full on
AirPod
headsets.
headset? I
Yeah,
like
like what
that.
is that?
I like that
Why do
though.
you like that? What's the point in like? I thought the whole thing was that it's small. There's no wires. Like just get a wireless headset.
Yeah, I guess they shouldn't have named it AirPods because like AirPods are known to be small
Yeah, that's not a
things.
pod, bro. That's a box.
Yeah, but like I like it because that it could integrate with Apple devices really easily. And
Can you use normal headsets on Apple devices?
yeah,
Like even iPhones, you can, though, right?
yeah,
You can
yeah,
on iPhones. You can use if I go on my gaming Razer headset and I plug it into my, is there an iPhone jack for it?
Like a Lightning.
Yeah.
I don't know about that because I don't
Okay.
use gaming headsets. But
Okay.
like, isn't like you can't change the actual wire
It's
in
like
the
the
headset,
3.5
right?
millimeter
Yeah.
jack. It has a. I don't even know if my iPhone has it. Let me check right now.
There might be like adapters where you could plug in the.
Yeah, but yeah, it just looks like a charging.
Yeah, there's no.
Yeah,
It
unfortunately.
hasn't been there since like iPhone 7 or something.
Yeah, like I think Apple is really also good at making things like force users to use some external devices to keep up with the trends.
True, yeah. I guess that's why I like their AirPods.
Yeah, that would make
the
sense.
Max.
I mean, it's not a bad thing. Like they're good, but they bring that quality with you,
Yeah,
which is what you want.
yeah. I was low-key like I didn't like AirPods Max at the start or whatever they're called, but like when I saw everyone using them and like they actually look so sleek and everything, and like yeah, I actually low-key wanted it.
I'm gonna say something. I've never owned a pair of AirPods.
Really?
Never in my life.
So what do you train with? Oh, you don't listen
I
to
don't listen to
anything.
music when I train,
Damn.
or like if I listen to music, it's on my computer and I have a headset. But yeah, I think that makes me special in a way. Like I'm better than everyone else that has had AirPods. So I'm a level above. And I'm
Yeah.
never gonna buy AirPods because of that. So I can stay a level above.
That's good.
Like that's the
because,
only reason I'm better than everyone else.
like you don't like you don't rely on anything. That's actually really good. Like you don't need anything to listen to anything while you train and stuff. Right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
That's a good thing that like you're just like self-reliant for motivation, which is really good.
But yo, that'd be nice if I had a speaker to listen to music while I train.
Oh, you're one of those people that would like listen to it out loud?
Not in like a public area,
Oh, okay.
but like I usually train in a private area. So
True. Like on the wall and stuff.
yeah, that would be nice. But...
On a pole or some. Hey, yo.
Hey yo.
Like kick the ball off a pole. Like,
Oh,
that's such,
okay.
like,
Who the fuck kicks a ball off a pole?
extreme training.
Like you have to get the perfect angle.
Yeah, and you just keep
Jeez.
kicking it on the pole.
That's like your type of level. I'm not there yet.
But yeah.
Another thing that I wanted to mention, I think with all these new tools coming in and tools before this, like in general, I think whichever advancements we have in tech or any other area, I think convenience is the game. Like convenience is what's gonna this fucking guy. Convenience is what's gonna win over everything
That's why
else.
we did this type of podcast setup. So we can do keep-ups.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about convenience. Oh, you were just talking about like keep-ups?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I keep doing it, but I'm just saying like if you're doing it right now, you should probably be able to do more than 10.
Oh yeah?
But yeah,
okay.
That's what I was laughing about. Oh, come on.
That's my first. Yo, how many times did it take you to practice?
Like 6.
6? Nice. Okay, that's
so
two.
As Marzooq was doing these keep-ups that aren't going to go higher than 6 or 7,
yeah,
I was saying that convenience is the name of the game because whatever tool, whatever advancement, whatever application brings you the most convenience is the one that's going to profit you the most as a human because it's going to save the most time.
Yeah.
So I think whichever one can bring that convenience to you, like Uber Eats, it's more convenient. Food to your door. You pay a little more, it's more convenient. But Uber, like the actual Uber, VR headsets in general, it's just more convenient to have everything up close with more control. iPhone, AirPods, everything. Like everything has a certain level of convenience, and I think in this space, specifically, even with NFTs, convenience of having everything digitally. Like you don't need to buy tickets anymore. Maybe like you can just have it on your phone. You scan it and you go in with even with memberships.
Yeah.
So I think with these tools, whichever one targets a match of convenience and a specific price point, I think they're going to win out.
Yeah, 100%. Like convenience and like actually providing the value that they're promising in marketing, like actually providing all of that. And I know Apple could do that.
Oh yeah.
Like Apple actually delivers on what they promise, right?
The marketing is really good too.
Marketing is really good, but like the crazy thing is that like the product is almost always as good as what they market.
That's true.
Like that's a rare.
But I guess that's why it comes at a high price point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. So yeah. It's going to be exciting to see the next few years, see what's going to come in the AI space. Is human going to take over? Are they going to coexist together?
Humane.
Human going to take over. We'll see what happens.
AI or human made? You be the judge.
Oh, that's true. Humane or what is it called? Apple Vision Pro. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really have anything else to add.
Yeah, same here. I think we could go to your site.
My gems in an NFT space.
Yep.
Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of research. Not a lot, like decent amount of research after work, kind of dwindling with the NFT marketplace. I've been kind of looking at what to buy, what to invest in, since I have a little bit more money on my site now.
Jeez.
And yeah,
subtle flex.
from stripping. Hey yo.
Hey yo. Stripping for TD?
What? No, that's stripping my side hustle.
Oh.
Yeah, just like how digital street is my side hustle.
True.
Like, this is my main job.
Yeah.
SK training.
Yeah.
Stripping.
Wow.
Digital street. I'm joking. So yeah, like, the main thing that I'm investing in is collectibles. NFTs are big in collectibles, but that's not going to be the only thing with a technology that big. We're going to have the good thing about them is contracts. So NFTs is not only going to be collectibles, but a good way for me to invest, or at least a way that I like to invest is collectibles. Like I've always been into sports cards. I've talked to you about them before. Sports cards, crypto is not really collectibles, but it's kind of in the same area. NFTs, things like JPEGs, things like that I've been collecting. And what I'm looking at specifically right now is the kind of hidden gems of the old NFT space. So the history, because even in sports cards, when you look at the best sports cards to buy, the one that have the best kind of return on investment, the ROI, are the safe bets, like the Ronaldo cards, like the Messi cards, the Jordan cards, the old ones, that kind of have that value built upon them. And I'm doing the same thing in the NFT space. I'm looking at the projects that were first built on the Ethereum marketplace.
Yeah.
And I'm betting on those because those don't need someone to operate them. They're already there and they already have value because they've been there for so long. People, when you collect, you just want the first one, right?
Yeah.
Like if you go on eBay, you look at the first ever paper, or like the first ever baseball bat, or the first ever, I don't know, soccer ball. Those just have value just because they're early. They've been there for the longest. So I think what I'm looking at right now is historic projects that have been the first ever on that specific blockchain. So for Ethereum, like the first ever art collectible on Ethereum is Curio cards. A project called Curio cards. It's just a bunch of collectible cards that you can buy. So those already have they have the historic built on them. So I don't have to depend on an operator to kind of take things moving, like market them to the audience.
Yeah.
So I've kind of been looking at that, and I've also been looking, like I said, at things that I believe the operator, like the CEO, the founder of the project, can market them properly and kind of build that value.
Yeah.
So to name some specific stuff, I've mainly been looking at Curio cards, like I mentioned, World of Woman, which is like a woman-lit project, but I really believe like the operator can pull things off, like the founder, because they've been in this space for a long time. They just haven't found the right project for them to work with, and I think now that they found the right project, they're just going to keep building. MetaKey is another one. I love the founder. I actually talked to him once on Discord. I'm in his Discord server. They're building a game. They have a partnership with NASA.
Oh,
actually.
wait, MetaKey. Wait, isn't that
MetaKey? Yeah, the one that I'm.
Wait, isn't that the Khabib one, or is that Meta Game Plan?
No, it's MetaKey. No, it's
okay.
not. Yeah, and yeah, like things MetaKey, World of Women, Curio cards, Plasma Bears, which is another historic one. Off the top of my mind. Fuck, man, I'm blanking right now.
Doodles.
Doodles is a good one, but it's so expensive right now.
Really?
I may need to drop it. Oh, VeeFriends from Gary Vee, obviously. I believe in Gary Vee, so I believe in VeeFriends. CloneX. You don't? I don't think you know CloneX.
No.
It's like I love the art on it. The CloneX art is amazing. It's like anime style, and you know Artifact.
Artifact?
Yeah.
No.
You know the shoes that I showed you one time, the NFT shoes. That's who made them. Like
Artifact?
Yeah, that's the company.
Like the Artekf.
Yeah, those guys. Yeah, it just basically says Artifact. Those guys made the Clone X project,
Yeah.
and they're in partnership with Nike.
Yeah, Nike.
So yeah, it's Nike.
Wait, didn't Nike buy them?
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, yeah, that's basically what happened. And MetaKey, I found MetaKey through Artifact.
Oh.
So that's why I kind of believe in them.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I would say those are my top pick, kind of what I've been looking at. And if you're just looking, just before you buy anything, I would just recommend do like 40 hours of research before you pull the plug on anything. It's still a volatile marketplace.
Yep. So like, when you like buy all of this, like these NFTs, don't you ever like think, what was that? Think of,
Is there anyone home?
yeah.
Okay, good. Good, that's a good sign.
But what was I saying? Oh, like, do you think of, wait, you want to just talk to them right now? I just want to quickly check what that was.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. So another thing to mention while I do this is, yeah, I'm just gonna do quick little keep ups here. Oh, fuck. You guys watch this. Oh my god, I'm messing it up.
Yeah. नीचे से आवाज आई.
Guys, I'm actually insane. Fuck. Watch this football. Let's act like we've been talking all this time. So yeah, like NFTs are great, but honestly, like I think crypto is the next move because, like, you know, there's angel investors and then we don't have them in NFTs yet. We have good money in it. You know, we're in a bear market. It's just JPEGs. Doesn't really. I think that whole NFT space is gonna go. It's gonna die off. You know, I'm just kind of wasting my money here. But yeah, like if you guys want more advice on it, definitely hit me up with your e-transfer. You can e-transfer me some money. I'll give you the best advice I can. Oh fuck. Oh, come on, guys. There we go. Oh, I got it down. Look, I can even talk about the podcast. But like NFTs, what you want to work on, what you want to. Oh, fuck, I can't do it. So on a more serious note, the main thing if you're investing in NFTs, some main points first. Play with money you can afford to lose. Because, you know, there's nothing guaranteed in any kind of investment, right? Nothing is guaranteed. If you lose that money, you can't get it back.
Yeah, would you look at that?
So play with money you can afford to lose. And I think that also sets you up better in case that investment works. Because you can afford to hold the item longer if you play with money you can afford to lose. Oh, I had a breath coming in from all that activity. So yeah, and secondly, I would say invest in founders, not projects and communities. Invest in founders and historic collections because you know they already have that provided value. And then finally, yeah, I would say those are 2 main points. Invest in what you like. You know, you don't have to invest in what. That's my water. It's not my spit.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. Water is like kind of falls off.
Oh, good.
So, and finally, invest in what you like. Just because you think something's gonna do good, but you don't actually like the art of the community or what the project's doing, doesn't mean you have to invest in them. Always invest in what you like, because even then, if it doesn't work out, then you're part of something good.
I agree. Even though I listened to the ending part, but yeah, we.
What do you mean?
Like I just listened to the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just quickly went to check outside. I guess I'll update you guys too. Like you heard that loud ass thump, right?
Yeah.
I thought like someone fell or something.
Oh.
But like my mom was praying or something, and she heard it too, but she thinks it was from outside. But I swear it was from like we heard it right outside the door.
Yeah. Whoa.
So I checked the basement and everything, and it was nowhere. So like I hope a bird just fell on her roof or something. Like, but
that's a very special. Well, if anything happens, then we can use this video for insurance claim.
Facts. Insurance claim? What if
it's I don't know. I don't know how houses work.
What if it's supernatural?
The supernatural? Fuck. I need to start praying.
Speaking of praying, we gotta pray.
We gotta pray together. We can't record it, unfortunately, can we?
That would be kind of weird, but like Khabib recorded, or what's it called? Andrew Tate recorded it.
Yeah, but that's Andrew Tate.
Yeah. He's
a fake.
It'd be, hey yo. You can't diss
Okay,
it.
okay, my
You
bad.
can't diss someone that's trying to become a Muslim,
That's true.
like a better Muslim, you know. But yeah, I think we're good for this week. Sadra and I gotta go pray.
Are we actually gonna pray?
Yeah, we gotta.
I'm down.
But yeah, unless you had anything else to cover.
No, I did my own kind of one-on-one session with them. They know what's happening.
Jeez.
Don't tell them. But yeah, I mean, he's the one editing it. But yeah, quote of the week. That's your turn.
Oh, shoot, it's my turn. Cool kids learn here.
I mean, sure. Yeah, I guess that works.
Yeah, that's.
Have you showed them this before?
Week. Yeah, I think I showed it to them the first pod.
What?
Which isn't even up yet.
Nice.
I'll try to post it up by today or tomorrow.
You didn't even have to say that. Now they think we're unorganized.
I don't have to say that, but like, no, they don't know. They don't think we're unorganized, but we're working as hard as we can on Digital Street.
Yeah, it's hard, guys. Side hustle.
While we're working like full time.
Exactly. Basically.
Not basically, literally.
Literally and basically.
Literally.
Literally.
Literally hitting the video.
What the fuck? Bro, nah, we're removing that from the end.
You never seen that? There's
I've seen it, so you don't have to do it again.
There's this kid who like he was talking like in a funny way, and he was basically like saying something like along the lines of like he was literally hitting the gritty for
oh my god.
I'm currently hitting the gritty.
God, bro, what have I just witnessed?
But yeah.
Okay, so yeah, after the disaster,
why don't you hit it?
Huh?
You gotta hit it.
I'm never hitting the gritty.
No, you gotta hit it right now.
I'm not hitting the gritty.
Alright, fair enough.
So
are you just saying I sinned right now?
Huh?
Are you saying that I just sinned right now?
That's
like,
a good question.
Twice?
No, but we're gonna go pray so it cancels out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So yeah, that was a good ending quote, I guess. I guess. Like I would give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, fair enough. Should have prepared better.
But yeah.
My quote, I'll fix it.
Okay,
by endurance, we conquer.
That's a good one. See, now it's a 9.5.
There you go.
0.5 taken because of that gritty. You know, this guy emoted on the pod.
It's called a gwitty.
Okay, we will catch you guys next week.
Yeah, leave a comment, like, share, subscribe.
Tell your girl about it. She already knows.
She's already listening.
She's already listening.
Why would you say that?
My bad. I ruined everything.
Peace, guys.
See you next week at Digital Street. You know it's love, yo.
Thanks, Deepfake Tupac.
Respects Tupac and Tate. Final Deepfake sign off by Yobo Morgan Freeman.